which repulsive gravitational force. Spiritual practices, they say Gyat. But we have the opportunity here to
Sens fluor.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of On Purpose by Lynn. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Lynn and I share with you everything you need to know about personal development and spirituality so that you can create your best life and so that you can rise to your fullest potential. If that's something that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the spiritual journey that I've done for 40 days. I think it was 40 days. It was supposed to be 30. It was slightly longer. But I'm going to share with you some of the weirdest rituals that you can use and that I've been taught within those 30 days that you can use to manifest whatever you want more rapidly, and perhaps rituals you've never heard of. So if that's something that you'd like to learn more about, then stay around. So one of the first rituals that I had to start out with when I started this journey was changing my diet. And one of the things that I had to change was I had to stop eat garlic and onion, fish and meat, any dairy, caffeine, all these types of things, alcohol, I couldn't consume anymore. And it wasn't that I was consuming a lot of it, but garlic and onion, I don't know, for those of you who enjoy cooking, that's probably one of the first things you'll use when you start making a dish. And so that was something that I truly had to get used to. That was a new habit I had to develop. And the reason, you might be wondering, why do we have to stop eating garlic and onion? And I had the same question, and what I've learned throughout this spiritual journey is that garlic and onion actually numbs your senses. It's actually a very powerful medicine, and therefore it has to be used only when you have something that needs to be healed. Otherwise, because it's so powerful, when we eat it every single day, it actually numbs our senses and it can block some of our intuition, of our abilities to open our third eye and to see clearly with all of our senses. And so that's the reason why I stopped eating garlic and onion and all the other stuff that I also mentioned just now. Another thing that we were doing was chanting. Some of you might have heard of chanting. And the reason that we were doing the chanting was actually to connect with the Himalayan energies, because this spiritual journey was based on yoga, meditation, and to actually open up our third eyes to help clean our system so that we could enhance our spiritual powers and our manifestation powers, because what we are is what we attract into our lives. So chanting will help you to connect to certain energies, and usually it is done in Sanskrit, meaning that Sanskrit is actually, it's a very old-fashioned language that is the language of the universe. I believe that's how they describe it, the language of the universe. And because it's a universal language and it's not connected to any language, any human language, it means that we don't have any beliefs around it, meaning that there's nothing, no blockages, nothing that we can interpret it as that will influence the vibration that we put out, meaning that there are no filters that we look through. It is pure universal language, and that is what we used for chanting. Now you can chant many different things. What we did was actually chanting a certain sentence that I'm not sure if I can share it because it's something sacred, but we had to chant that for 108 times. Why did we have to chant it 108 times? We did that with mala beads. That was actually because 108 is the magical number. It's the spiritual number that stands for completion. So when you chant something 108 times, if you repeat something 108 times, it means that there is a sense of completion and that it's done. You've fulfilled the cycle. And that's what we did, chanting. The third thing that we did was using Himalayan salt to lay in our bed during the day when we were not sleeping. So right now we're going to the shop because I'm on a spiritual journey and I need to get some Himalayan salt and fluoride-free toothpaste. So yeah. And then we removed this Himalayan salt when we went to bed. And the reason that we did this was because as we were enhancing our spiritual powers, as we were enhancing our manifestation powers, it means that we also need to be better at protecting our energies, because whatever light you are spreading into this world, and the more light that you are spreading, the more darkness you will illuminate. Meaning, when something is so bright and beautiful, the darkness can sometimes be attracted to it because it wants to recharge, it wants to be illuminated. And therefore we need to be careful with our energies, we need to protect them well, we need to take care of ourselves. And that's what this Himalayan salt practice serves very, very beautifully for. And the last thing that we did, actually there was much more, but the last weird ritual that you can say was Gong. I don't know if any one of you have ever heard of Qi, the energy Qi. And this is something in Chinese, the Chinese culture refers to Qi as the life force energy. And using Qigong is actually a technique to use this energy in order to focus it to specific areas, which you can use for energy healing, you can use it for enhancing your manifestation powers and your spiritual powers. And that is what we learned with Qigong, which was very, very beautiful to learn, and I'm sure that you can find lots and lots of videos about this on YouTube as well. I'm not going to share this entire ritual with you because I can barely know it by heart from my own mind. But yeah, these were the 4 rituals, weird rituals that we did throughout this spiritual journey. I hope you learned anything from this or whatsoever, that it's something that you can learn and you can apply in your day-to-day life. Let me know in the comments if you heard anything in this video that was new for you, some aha moments, something that you might have heard from, but now you know why it is being used. And also, like this video if you have liked this video, so this video can be spread out to anyone who needs to hear it right now. And for those of you who haven't already subscribed to my channel, remember to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.